Thanks for joining me. This is a short video on how to create a series of days or dates that exclude weekends and some other handy stuff. For most of you, you probably already know this, but just in case you don't, if you type any day of the week into a cell, doesn't matter where you start, click in the cell, hang on to that little cross there, which is the autofill, drag it down, and it'll fill in the days of the week. But if you're doing something at work, you may not want weekends. So down the bottom, you'll see this autofill options. If you click on the left-hand button there with your right-hand button with your left-hand mouse, there's a whole bunch of options here. So just fill in weekdays down the bottom here. All of a sudden, your weekends are gone. Wouldn't that be awful? The other thing you can do is you notice there's some other options there. Let's try that again with Monday. And I've accidentally had this already, a bold and blue. So let's drag this down. An option here is to keep it with the formatting or without the formatting. So let's do formatting only and see what happens. Days of the week are all gone, but the formatting is still there. Okay, we're going to do Monday. Put some formatting on it, bold and blue. Drag it down, there's all your days of the week, but we don't actually want the formatting except for the first one. So fill without formatting, and all of a sudden it's back to the usual black. Let's try it with dates. Let's go 1st of February 2018. Okay, the default is to drag it. If you drag it down, you'll get the following days of the week, just in sequential order. But again, that may not suit you. Maybe you want the 1st of every month for the next year. So starting in February, drag it down, get our little arrow there with the left-hand mouse button, and we just want months. Months. 1st of the month, every month. In fact, that could be really handy to find out when your birthday is. So let's try when your birthday is going to fall in the next few years. Now we need to change the formatting. So right-hand mouse button, format the cells. Let's choose it with the date. Okay. So we're going to drag that down, which will give us a run of days in May 2018. But what we want is that 1st of May in every year. So fill in the years. Let's just widen that so you can see when your birthday falls in the next couple of decades. A couple more things about this particular autofill is a thing called flash fill. So let's say someone in their wisdom has sent you, you know it happens all the time, a list of names but in different cells. It's fine for merging, but it doesn't work for every occasion. But let's put a few names in. Not too many. Now what we want to do is get the names in the same cell. So let's try telling Excel what we want. Drag it down. Now it'll copy the Fred Nurk, but if you go down there, autofill options, left-hand mouse button, flash fill, watch what happens. Isn't that fantastic? I wish I'd known that years ago. We're going to try another thing with email addresses. Bear with me while I type it in. Now for this one, you need to make sure you are in the cell next to this, the previous cell for the flash fill to work. So again, we'll type in Fred Nurk's name because that's what we want out of that email address. So grab your little crosshairs, drag it down to fill. It will say Fred Nurk, but if you go over to that little autofill option, flash fill, lo and behold, it has picked out the pattern you're after. And as you know, that can happen a lot in the workplace. So best of luck with that. See you at the next video.